What's up, everybody? Ben Razza here for oddshopper, bringing you a little college basketball on this Tuesday as we close out January. A lot of games to get to. We're going to break down the board, and we're actually, come on now, let's build a parlay. We did this last week. We had some fun with it. We're going to do it today, see if we can cash a plus money ticket in the college basketball world. If you're just hopping in for the first time, checking out this channel, welcome to oddshopper. Welcome to this community, free content. Hopefully you find it entertaining. Hopefully you're cashing some tickets. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, join the team, be part of the community. You see the board. Let's dive in to these plays and start to build out this parlay. I'm going to do the scroll. Pretty healthy amount of games. Nothing, it's not Saturday, nothing like that. We got some games to choose from, and we got big name teams on this card. First bet up for me to start the parlay. We're going down to Miami, laying 4 points at home against Virginia Tech. ACC matchup. Like the optics. A lot of my games in this parlay are going to kind of have a similar theme, and this is one of them. Miami's in a good kind of bounce back spot. We'll start with the Hokies, though. Not a great team. 13-8, 3-7 in the ACC. They've won 2 straight games. They beat Duke and they beat Syracuse. Quality wins. It was in Blacksburg at home, where they are much, much stronger. Now they have to hit the road. And speaking of hitting the road, Miami, apparently they only play on the road. They had 3 straight road games. 4 or 5 were on the road. Now they're back home. Obviously a much more comfortable team there. I like their personnel a lot more. Just a solid squad. I've seen them play quite a bit. They had to go into some hostile environments. They were at NC State. They're at some of these tougher places, and they dropped a few games. But now they are back home. They have 4 players averaging double figures, 3 guards. Isaiah Wong is fantastic. He leads the way. 78 points per game, 35% from 3. Nothing gimmicky about them. They're just a well-balanced team. Kind of get after you. You see a 143.5 point total. To me, this is just a good spot for Miami. They've had some struggles away from home. They get a chance to come back. Virginia Tech's playing good basketball, but again, now they have to hit the road. I think off 2 wins. Before that, they had lost 7 straight games. Off these 2 wins, spread's a little closer than I think it should be. I am comfortable putting Miami in on the first leg. What's going to be a 3-team parlay. So we've got Miami on the board. Got another play right now. I do want to say quickly, though, you like betting parlays. You like having some fun, and you haven't been over to DraftKings yet. Link below, very, very simple. You can bet 5, win 200. All you got to do, click the link below. You put in your info. You place your $5 wager on any market. It takes a couple minutes, and boom, some extra money in that bankroll to have some fun with, to take some chances with. You have to be 21 plus. Please play responsibly. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1 on the board, 2 more legs. Scrolling, not too far. Another home favorite. That's going to be the theme of this. Arkansas, Texas A&M. This is going to be, if you never know, of course. If I knew, I would own a private island. To me, of the 3 picks, this one is the toughest. Texas A&M is a good team, and they're playing good basketball. I tried to short them not that long ago against Auburn, and I was punished. A&M's 15-6. They're 7-1 in the SEC, which I think is ridiculous. They're not that good. They've won 9 of 10 though. Only losses, against Kentucky, a good Kentucky team. Beat Auburn in their gym, ended that home win streak. They can't shoot at all. 31% from 3. They live at the foul line. Top 5 in free throws made. Top 5 in free throws attempted. So I need Arkansas to keep their hands to themselves. It could be a big ask. Arkansas does foul a good amount, but the difference here, Arkansas is in Fayetteville, 14-7. They're 3-5 in the SEC. They've lost 5 of 7. But look at the schedule. Brutal games. They were just at Baylor. That's awful. At Missouri. At Auburn. Their home loss was to Alabama. They dropped a bad game to Vanderbilt. There's no doubt about it. And part of it is not their fault, and we're going to have to deal with this tonight. They're missing 2 key pieces, but they've been missing them for quite a while now. The depth is an issue, but they're starting to get a pretty firm rotation of what they're doing. They do have some bench play. It's a tight rotation. It's going to be a tight rotation tonight, even if they get in foul trouble. They're back at home, though. This is one of the bigger home road split teams in the entire country, in my opinion. They are almost untouchable in this building. They will be ready to go tonight. They also cannot shoot. 31% from 3 for them. Council's their best player, 17 points per game. He's an absolute stud. There's no doubt about it. And Arkansas is no slouch either. They draw a ton of fouls. They get to the line. At home, maybe a friendly whistle. I like Arkansas to get the job done here. I think this is a pretty rough spot for Texas A&M, who's playing, again, good basketball, when you have to hit the road against teams that are wounded like this, 3.5, 137.5 point total, I am fine with this number. I expect Arkansas to be the more physical team on the inside. They make some shots. And again, most teams like Arkansas, better splits at home, more electric at home. They will be ready tonight. I think they knock Texas A&M to 7-2 in the conference with a pretty clean win here. That's leg 2. One more leg. So we've got Miami -4, Arkansas -3.5. Let's get the last one on the board. I do want to say too, you guys, some of you are already in there because I've seen some familiar faces from the comment section, which I appreciate. But if you're not, you can always join Discord. You can get plays like this, sweat out the plays, ask questions, complain, root, cheer, whatever you want. It's all there. It's just in the link. You click it, you come on in, you try it out, get a discount right off the start. Maybe you stick around, maybe you don't. We just want you guys to be part of the community in some fashion. That is always the goal here at Oddshopper. One big family. One more play, though. We got to round it out. I was so close to go. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to go to Davidson, and I just ultimately I couldn't get there. I wanted to go to Kansas. I think they're a very good parlay piece tonight. Alabama, -16 points. I want to be clear. 1, that's a lot of points. 2, I always talk about this. I'm on DK right now. If you can shop these numbers, and there is a 15.5 out there. I do see that on my screen. So not always the best number, but I am comfortable with 16. But I want to make sure people are clear. If you're looking and shopping around, there is a better number on this one specifically, and there could be better numbers throughout the day on some of these. Hopefully, we get some closing line value. But let's talk about this spot. Again, a lot of points. 154, that helps. That's a pretty big total. So we think it's going to be an up and down game. Vanderbilt, 10-11. 3-5 in the SEC. They just lost 2 straight, but to good teams. Kentucky, Texas A&M, they haven't been blown out basically all year. Some double-digit losses, but nothing extreme. They're not a terrible team by any stretch. They did just beat Arkansas. I said that was at home, though. I have almost nothing to say about Vanderbilt. This is a one-sided bet, and what I mean by that, this is all about Alabama to me. Alabama, I think you could argue, is the best team in the country. They're 18-3. They're undefeated in the SEC, and they just got humiliated by Oklahoma. They lost by 24 points, and I don't even know if it was that close. Just a devastating loss, absolutely flat. They could not shoot. They're an extremely high variance team because they take so many threes. You don't want to be Vanderbilt here. Alabama, I expect to be angry, to be ready. They're at home. They're extremely high tempo, one of the fastest tempos per KenPom in the country. Extreme defense. I keep saying the word extreme because that's the way to describe them. I mean, come on now. Alabama blows teams out. If you look at some of their wins, LSU comes to mind. There's a ton of them, though. We're talking 20, 30, 40-point wins, and that's because when they get going, it's an avalanche. The threes are falling, the defense, the pace, the fast breaks. I have a feeling Vanderbilt's going to experience all that tonight. Alabama going away. They are one of the best teams to lay a lot of points with just because of their style. They absolutely do not let up. And I cannot think of a worse situation for Vanderbilt having to come into Alabama's gym after Alabama was a straight no-show. If there was ever a time for them to be ready, I honestly think it would be this spot. I am comfortable laying even that many points. I don't think this game is even remotely competitive tonight. There you have it. Miami, Florida, 4-point favorite. Arkansas -3.5, and Bama, big time favorites, -16. Put that all together, 3-pick parlay, nearly 6-1 on the board. Again, we know the chance of success is low, but so is the break even. You hit one every so often, it's a great payday and a nice bankroll boost. And more importantly than that, it's just so much fun to bet some of these. Try to take a shot once in a while. And on a good college basketball board, no better time to do just that. As always, everyone, I appreciate all the support. I love talking college basketball. March Madness will be here before we know it. As we turn the page to February, I appreciate everyone being part of the Oddshopper family. So for me, for Miami, for Arkansas, and Alabama, good luck. Enjoy all the games tonight, and stay tuned for even more content each and every day here at Oddshopper.